Whatever you want, whoa, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Oh, whatever you need, then nothing I won't do. Oh, whatever you want, oh, my heart belongs to you. Oh, I say whatever you need. Whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Whatever you need, there's nothing I won't do. Whatever you want, my heart belongs to you. I say whatever you need.
Come on, come on, come on. I'm live by the street code. Gotta get the money and the power, land it like a free throw. Now I'm going beast mode. Gotta live for the moment. I'ma tell you how the beat goes. I'm gonna shoot back. I'm really sick of you hoes. This how the story gon' go. Me and my niggas go hard. I run the streets like a god. Strap on my boots while I'm smoking that gas. I'm in a fast car going fast. On the level that you can't pass. And if it was a battle, you gon' finish this. On the phone as a queen, still handle her business. I am the grittiest. Don't get it twisted. Come down just to empty my clip. Come on, get what I want. If you got it, I get it. You bitches can't stop what I finish. Never gon' lose. We stay winning. Hope on this is up in the building. Come on, come on.
But I know that there's more for you, more for us.
Children, rain all night long. Didn't it all, oh my Lord, didn't it rain? Didn't it rain, children? Rain all night long. Didn't it all? Didn't it all? Oh, my Lord, didn't it rain?
You can't run from it. You can't deny it. You can't pass it off. It's your call. God knew what he was doing. He knew who he was calling, and he expertly and intricately detailed every aspect of your life, your being, your persona, your psyche, your physicality, everything about you, from the texture of your hair to the color of your eyes to the way that you laugh to the fingerprint on your thumb. Everything is connected to your calling. And until you walk into the fullness of the thing that you were created for, you will find yourself frustrated. You're called.
Yeah. Hey, it's Caliber, baby. Hook on this exclusive. It's time, sir. Let's get it. War. We want the throne. Go hard, go home. We want it all. Y'all ain't ready for this. 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 Let's go. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. That boss made me go there. 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 Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. That boss made me go there. 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 Came back to the game, cause I'm losing my patience. I ain't worried about nothing, man. Sitting around starting minutes, I'm getting wasted. So it down for you hitters. Nah, let me break it down for you hitters. My flow so deep, man, it weigh about 4-5 pounds on you hitters. I'm here to stay. I'ma hit on my business. Now runners in the building and I'm bringing that heat, man. God is my witness. I'ma shut it on down, and I'ma make the speakers bleed. And all the game really missing down the street. Got no record for my city, I'm record for my crew. Take the crown, we don't play around, ripping in the mic without you. I stay kicking that paper, got a lot of haters. I say, yeah, ain't nobody gonna stop me, cause I'm on another level, let the trap breathe. Let's go. We want it all. Y'all ain't ready for this. 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 Let's go. by the round of applause. Y'all ain't really saying nothing, make you on the microphone, man, put it on pause. Y'all let the chick go harder than y'all. Y'all gonna make keep embarrassing y'all, and they gon' say who that is, man, you know she go hard. Gotta get that paper, get the money, gon' fall. I swear I'm about to win it. When they play it back in the bass drop, in the club rock, and they gon' know this is hip-hop. Already know that I won't stop, till I reach the level that I'm on top. 100 degrees, if you got that money, man, put it on me. Cause my pick game is so dangerous, I finish a hit, who wanna come for me? I ain't playing around with you, boy. When I hit the stage, I make noise. I'ma be around for a century. Yeah, you heard of me. Might win the crown, it's a victory. Make way, cause I'm coming. Hungry, but I'm still hunting. We want it all. Y'all ain't ready for this. 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 Let's go. Top it down. Let me see you do that work. Top it down. Let me see you do that work. I'm about to make you go there. Go there. I'm about to make you go there. Go there. I'm about to make you go there. Go there. I'm about to make you go there. Go there. Top it down. Let me see you do that work. Top it down. Let me see you do that work. I'm about to make you go there. Go there. I'm about to make you go there. Go there. I'm about to make you go there. Go there. I'm about to make you go there. Go there. I'm really all about my money. My money. You don't get it twisted. I'm still from the hood. And I look good. Yeah, I'm on my business. Got a stack up in the briefcase. When it come to getting in, no, I don't wait. Cause I've been on the grind and I don't need no help. I'm so high, man, I sign myself. She's down on DC, go hard. Putting on some stripes and them stars. On another planet, I'm gone. Just call me right, cause y'all wrong. I blast off to another place, to another space. So some of y'all caught that winning. I'm telling y'all haters keep running your mouth. Gunning over top the mic, I'm finished.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Metal Rose, come here. Girl, you know that I want it. I know you get lonely, and that's why you call me. You know that I'm coming. Girl, you know that I want it. You're making me horny. Wanna know how it tastes, baby. Can't wait, cause this shit sound like black boots, show the seat grinding. Attitude, but I got you, baby. We gon' keep the thing winding. All night can't stop you, baby. No, I ain't with the fake shit. What's the 411 is, baby? Stop acting brand new. Girl, tell me what must I do? Must I do? So tell me, what must I say? What must I do to show how much? Hold up, wait, this shit, solid. Black boots show the seat grinding, and I want your body. Hey, yeah. I love my body. Yeah. I know you get rowdy. Yeah. Wanna know how it tastes, baby? Can't wait, cause this shit sound like black boots trying to see grinding. Attitude, but I got you, baby. You gon' keep the thing winding. All night can't stop you, baby. No, I ain't with the fake shit. What the 411 is, baby? It's all in for you. Let's go. Tell me what must I do? Let's go. Come on, say. What must I say? Yeah. What must I do? To show how much. This shit, Salah. Black boots trying to see grinding. Yeah, we back on the side. Yeah, this shit, Salah. Black boots trying to see grinding. Check. We loud and proud in your speakers. Hit that like button. Like, share, subscribe.
Yes, sir. We going in. So I want to say shout out to the people that's here, man. Shout out to the people that stayed around. Shout out to the people that looked at the long intro and was like, woo, that thing was long. Well, I cut my intro down from 27 minutes to 15 minutes and 30 seconds. You know, I don't think that's a bad intro. I gave you a whole synopsis. You got time to do what you had to do. I had time to send out the link to folks and, you know. So shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out for y'all because this is the lunch ride. I told y'all I was going to stick to my word. I told y'all I'm back in the saddle full time now. On the days that I'm not working, I'm going to be here. You know what I mean? So I got to jump and do what I do. Prima Donna, what's good? What's good? Miss High Pink, what's good? Crystal Royal, what's up? Miss Virgo G. Mama T. Miss Lady T. Lexington, what's good? Shout out to the people that's on the lawn because, you know, we don't have bushes. Only people that got bushes is people that can't afford lawn care and the people that got something to hide. Leanne, what's going on? Don't forget the DanaJay Dream. I'm about to say Dream Team. Don't forget the DanaJay Hood season is in full effect. If you haven't got your order, put your order in. I'm telling you, put your order in. If you want to talk to me about the spices, hit me up at DanaJaySpices@yahoo.com. Or you can hit me at the number that I'm about to give you. That's bad. I don't even know my own business line number. You can hit me up at 943-244-0639. That's 943-244-0639. Now, don't be smart and call me while I'm on live because that phone is on a charger. So, for the people that have got their seasonings, I appreciate y'all. For the people that want to put more orders in, y'all know how to hit me. I just gave it to y'all. Okay. So for people who don't understand, let's get all this out the way. If you want to donate to the channel, there's a box at the bottom with a $sign in it. It's called the Super Chat. You can donate that way to the channel. If you like this commentary that's on this channel, you can send me a Cash App. And you see at the bottom, $OfficialDanaJay. $OfficialDanaJay. And you can send me a Cash App. Nothing's too big, nothing too small. You can, I mean, hey, just do what you do. Okay? So with that being said, Prima said, and yep, I'm gonna need to order more tropical seeds. I told you, but that tropical hit different. That tropical hit different. And Miss Lady T, she be getting the chicken joint, not knowing that I mix the chicken joint in with all of them. So you can get any of the 5 seasons and sprinkle all your stuff. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. However, we're here today because for many people, and I hope the new people are on the lawn watching, I have been taking a beating by the hands of the infamous scammer and her little motley crew. Whether they be from New York, whether they be from Alabama, wherever they from, I was taking an outright beating. And I sat back for 4.5 years, and I allowed it. And everybody was like, Dana, and you need to go full force. I said, no. And the reason why is because you let people burn themselves out. And when they burn themselves out and with lies, then you come back with the truth. And then when you come back with the truth, everybody that has something negative to say, you stop them in their tracks and they got to say, hold on, we was wrong. This is why I say never jump to a side and before you know what's going on. And last night, when the 2 people jumped in the chat and was like, oh, so what should be for her? Oh,
And then today I got some ignorant person, Nene, talking about, oh, you jealous of her, you this and this and this. Jealous of who? I will never be jealous of something that I created. And I can honestly say I created that. I put it off and I put it on Dennis and I put it on Gerald Griggs. But if it wasn't for me being known, she wouldn't have wanted to podcast. She wouldn't have wanted a channel. But she had the people in her ear. All of the scammers was in her ear. And I give it to her. She's good at scamming. She's good at creating a false truth. She's good at creating illusions. And like I tell everybody, I was the first that got stabbed in the back and smiled in the face. And then when I said something, I got the old lady role played on me. And everybody, stop it. And she an old lady, don't do that. Da, 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 da. And the whole time she sat back like, got them all. So when the people that was getting scammed realized that they was getting scammed, they looked back and said, well, Dana, and I said, they're like this. One thing about it, when you play with me, I do not refriend my enemies. And when you show me you my enemy, it is what it is. We don't got beef, but I don't got to fuck with you neither. Excuse my French, but this has become real personal. Real personal. So when I hear her thought ass daughter on here talking about, oh, give grace to my mama, give grace in this, people hating. Here's my question. They want to say everybody's hating, right? But can you give me a product to hate on? What is there to hate on? What I'm gonna go here. A friendly person to everybody is not a friendly person to everybody is a friend to nobody. She sat up there and stalked Cardi B. Got an autograph and ran back to Tasha K. Oh, Tasha K, we friends. After dogging Tasha K. Because she was cool with Dennis Byron. Now, let's put, as Levi would say, let's put the thing in a thing. Dennis Byron, when he first met her, he laughed at her. He thought she was crazy. If Dennis would tell the truth. Gerald Griggs already thinks she's crazy. And Gerald Griggs think anybody that hang with her is crazy. But the way it started was, and I'm going to play that video too, probably tomorrow. But the way it started was, we was going to court for one of R. Kelly managers, right? And when we got in the court, the walrus got starstruck when she seen Gerald Griggs sitting there reading the newspaper. And she said, look, but Gerald Griggs. I said, I know. I said, better yet, watch this. I walked past, I said, Griggs, what's good? He hollered, Dana, what's up? So what you doing here? I said, you know what I'm doing here. So the walrus kept jumping into our conversations. And Gerald kept looking like, who is this? So I said, let's go into the open area away from the courtrooms because I didn't want to interrupt none of the courtrooms. And this is all on video. And I have the video. So when we got into the conversation, I'm talking and I'm dialoguing with Gerald Griggs because it's something that I want from Gerald. Gerald know me, I know him. But what I wanted from Gerald was for him to give the full blueprint of his client. And Gerald, he'd bite, but then wouldn't bite. And then Sylvia jumps in and throws it all off. So when she jumps in, I just shut up. And Gerald said, I know who Dana is, but who are you? And Dennis started laughing. I started laughing. At that moment, she took it personal. And she said, oh, the world gonna know who I am. The world gonna know my name. And as we riding away from the courthouse, I told her, it don't have to be that way. If you're going to do something, do it with good intentions. Don't jump out there because you want to be famous, because that means you would do anything possible. I don't know if I got that recorded, bro. I don't know. She came in between friendships. And I'm going to say this. Let's stop saying that people come in between your friendships. Because if they were your real friends, could nobody come in between that? You know what I'm saying? Me and Atmos argued a lot on here. We went to that brink on here. But couldn't nothing come in between that. And no matter what was in his ear, and would try to get in my ear. I can call him right now and be like, yo, where you at? Pull up. And he can do the same for me. So I said that to say this. And I'm going to say this because I don't mention these people. But when I seen him too jump back on her platform to talk about me after they know what she did to Robert and to them and to me, I'm good. Never refriend your enemy. And at that point, I realized that they were nothing but enemies. When people speak on them, I don't say nothing. Actually, I walk away or get away from the conversation. Because when you did to me, you did forever. And I mean that. So what really got me pissed is a lady I called my sis, and she was good to everybody. She passed away from cancer, right? And her name was Denise. They call her Sunshine. She passed away from cancer. And they jokingly tried to play with her last night. So I went live last night to talk about what she did for them. And they scammed her, Mama Mary, and a lot of other people for some Chinese food because a nigga couldn't eat because his ribs was touching. So when I look at the way that they try to play with different people, I'm good. But they try to go to prima donna to turn against me, but at the same breath, they riding with niggas that's going against prima donna. Make that make sense? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a video that started it all. And I'm gonna title this video, was she lying then or is she lying now? So I urge y'all to get a pen and paper, because y'all need to write down everything that don't sound right. Y'all heard stories of her talking about the young lady that she's going to court for, the one that supposedly had lied on her husband. That story's in there too. The setup of R. Kelly is in this story too. Now you're going to understand the building block of why Dana walked away from all of them. But before I do that, I told y'all it was a bigger story between Drea Lee, aka Drea Kelly, and Joanne Kelly, aka Buku Abi. I told y'all it was a bigger story coming. Now, R. Kelly first appeal was denied. And people was like, well, that don't make sense. Why? It makes a lot of sense. Because before it hit the public, it's dwindling through the back scenes first. Now, the back scenes of everything is Diddy's freak-offs. And before y'all even heard Jay's name, I was saying Jay-Z part of it. And people saying, well, how you know? Can't tell you everything I know. But then I'm telling y'all that Drea is dealing with the people that got Robert booked. Nobody want to believe it. So I said, Drea, and this should have told y'all something. I said, Drea is the producer of the show that got her daughter talking about Robert Kelly, right? I said, on top of that, Tamara Simmons is the executive producer. So people was like, so what do that got to do with anything? Watch this. Drea gave y'all the blueprint when she said surviving R. Kelly did her dirty. So what other way to shut up a person that gave a network the green light to go after her ex-husband? You got to give her her own show and let her dictate it the way she want to do it. So for many of y'all to sleep, y'all reading it right. It says R. Kelly daughter reveals how he sold her to Jay-Z and Diddy for freak-offs. Hold on. Now, this is when you know a lie is a lie. As much as Rob loved all of his kids, you think this is even possible? That's why I say a lie don't care who tell it. You got to understand what's going on. And at the end of the day, this is a whole thing to keep Robert locked up. Now watch this. Diddy will not get a bail. The reason why he won't get a bail, because then they will have to revisit R. Kelly's whole bail situation. They ain't trying to let Robert out because Robert surpasses everybody. So while Robert surpasses everybody, they want the public to forget about R. Kelly. There we go right there, Prima. They want the public to forget about R. Kelly. But wait a minute. Let's talk about the lady that Sylvia went and got from the truck stop by the name of LaToya X. That said she was sucking on Jay-Z, you know what? And R. Kelly supposed to have gave her $8 million to hide in a bank account. I'm going to ask this question. Where's LaToya X now? So when I tell y'all things is going on, take it. Oh, 4 million. I'm sorry. 4 million. Thank you, Prima. So when I tell y'all things is going on, don't take it like I'm trying to be one up on nobody. No, I'm giving you heads up. So that way you won't crash and burn. When it all come out, I don't want you crashing and burning. You feel me? So now we're going to get an Nicole sent for her according to LaToya. Yeah. Yeah, she was originally supposed to be a victim, a Detroit victim. And I told everybody about Toya then. And then Toya was like, oh no, Dana know everything about me. I got to put the truth out there. I ain't never sleep with, da-da-da-da. But then she turned around once me and the Warriors get into it, and she turned around and say she got a son by Robert. And see, and that was for me to come out and tell something else. No. I faded to black and only told certain people. What's going on, D. Johnson? Prima said an uncharged act. Yep, that's exactly who she was, an uncharged act. So Diddy got a real big fight coming up. But we ain't here for R. Kelly today. I just had to bring that out there because it just got sent to me and I was like, and then when I hear people talking about other people who are doing the groundwork, I'll tell you, man, I'm not here to knock what nobody do, okay? As far as R. Kelly, as far as Diddy, as far as none of that. But let's keep it real. Ain't nobody do more groundwork than me. Nobody. So I don't care who go well. Ain't nobody do more groundwork than me. But if that's what people believe, that's not my job to go out and say, oh, no, I did this. No. Listen, if it's out there, let it get out there. But then when the truth come out, they're going to be like, oh yeah. But let's get to the meat and the potatoes of things. Check it out.
Talk, but I enter it now.
This is in her own words. Sit back and relax. Here you go.
I said 3 o'clock, but I'm entering it now. Do you see the email?
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
I get it.
If you click in there, you can go straight on there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it on the phone.
All right, bye. Can't turn this thing. Talk, but I enter it now. Look, she muted herself.
You ready for some music, Miss Sylvia?
Yes, please. Let's play the music. It's 3 o'clock. We're not gonna be on here. Huh? Can't hear it. Turn it up. YouTube, we do not own the rights to the music that is being played. It's being played for entertainment and information only. Sid, turn it up. We don't hear it. Hey, Shorty girl. Hey, everybody. Welcome to everyone that is in the chat room. I am here just to chit chat for a minute because, you know, this is a new channel and not too many of you guys really know who I am. You don't know anything about me or you heard of what other people have said about me. Lies, some true, some craziness, but I just wanted to basically introduce myself, who I am, and just to answer any question and dispel any kind of rumors, any kind of craziness, just to say who I am from my point of view, from my perspective. I'm gonna talk about everything, even meeting R. Kelly, meeting Dana. I mean, I'm gonna talk about every single thing, and it's not. I'm just gonna be an open book. I'm gonna give you a little bit of history about me and why I got into the fight with R. Kelly, why I decided to start this channel, just a lot of different things. And why I have my posse with me, because I love, these are my family, guys. I love you too, anime lover. I mean, not anime. Okay, love me too. I love you. I just love you guys. I mean, seriously, I do love you. You guys have really changed my life tremendously. I can't hear the music. The music is pretty loud. Can you guys hear the music that he's playing? Or is it low? Sippo.
Hey,
Love me said she loves you.
love me, I love you too. I can't see in the chat right now. I'm getting in right now.
I'm just gonna tell you what she said. She said she loves you.
I love you too, love me.
Okay, she can hear us loud and clear. And hey, Georgia. Okay, Miss, she can hear us loud and clear.
What's going on, Toy?
Hey, Georgia.
Low down.
Okay. You might need to turn your screen down, sis, because we can hear it on the thing. It's like a delay.
You have to bear with me. I'm trying to work and do this at the same time.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
Auntie Sunshine, what's going
My
on?
favorite girl's here.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm driving and talking.
What's going on?
She loves me so much. She's working and she still got on my chat.
Baby, what's going
I
on?
love that little sis. She can't talk. She's muted. I'm here just to chit chat a minute. Just to chit chat. Okay. I don't know where to begin. Should I begin who I am?
Shirley Williams, what's going on?
Hey, Shirley. Hey, everyone. Okay. I want to dispel a lot of things. I guess, should I start from backwards or forwards? Which one? I don't know where to go. So much things I want to talk about. I don't even know where to begin.
Start in the beginning, Miss Sylvia.
Start from the beginning? Okay. I'm going to start from who I am. My name is Sylvia Lewis Parks Tumasimi. I know I got thousands of names, but the reason why I have thousands of names is I still have my previous married name, which is Parks, and my current name, which is Tumasimi. Tumusimi. How I remember is do you see me? It's Tumusimi. So those who have a problem with saying the name is Tumusimi. Do you see me? Sid, I'm just joking. Look at your face. Stop looking like that, Sid. I have one daughter. Her name is Dallas. She's a makeup artist. Dallas will be 21 next week. Anyone wants to come to her birthday celebration, come on to Georgia. What else? I'm married to Ronald Tumasimi. He's a great guy. He's from Uganda, Africa. I've been to Africa. What else would you like to know about my background? As educational wise, guys, I have 3 master's degree. And I'm gonna show it to you because it's just in case you guys think I'm lying. There it is. There's one right here. See? A master's in, what is it? Leadership. Master's in leadership. I have a master's in, what is that one? A regular MBA, is that one? And then I have one in organizational development. I didn't pay for the little certificate thing, so it's not here. But I do have 3 master's degrees. I don't use them, but I did it because I wanted to show my daughter that, you know, you need to go on another level higher than me. So that was the purpose. I am number 5 child of 9 children of my mother. I'm the middle kid, so I have middle kid syndrome. A lot of times I always feel left out. So what else would you like to know about me? Anything else? That's from the beginning, right?
Yeah, that's the beginning.
Okay. All right. Next, I've been to several places. I've been to all different countries of the world. I have my passport, and this is my daughter has her passport. So we travel the world. I do work for the government, but I work like a part-time. I work as a census representative. This is my government ID. Yes, I am a government employee. I have many jobs, as you guys know. I am a provider. I provide respite for individuals with disabilities. So my heart is for children with disability. I love children with disability. I used to be a foster parent. I was a foster parent for about 10 years. I stopped that. I have 2 adopted daughters. One is grown and gone, and I do not have any contact with her because she chose not to have contact with me. But that's okay. I have another one. She's in a facility. She has mental illness. So my love for mental illness, children with disability, and at-risk teen. I have a nonprofit organization. It's called Dally's Haven. And Dally's Haven, basically, we provide assistance for those who are at-risk teens. So we do things like college tours. We do things like provide emergency housing and just a lot of things that for kids who society calls menace to society. You know, those who do not have any parenting, those who get lost by the system. So my services provide assistance for those kids. So it's a 501c3. I've had it since 2014. I work with a lot of kids. A lot of kids call me mom, especially boys. Girls, I haven't gotten the nick of them, but boys are my passion. So that's about my career. And then, of course, you know, I have 100,000 of other jobs, you know, like and all of that. So I don't even want to talk about it, but I do those jobs because I like freedom. I love to be free. I love the ability just to be able to get up and go. So that's why I have 1,000 jobs. I used to work for 25 years in telecommunication. I was a supervisor. I was a manager. I've done all of that. But what I like best now is my freedom. So I will do all those extra little jobs because of freedom. Okay. I say all that to say, I know there has been a rumor dismissed about me stealing funds with Dana. That rumor is absolutely incorrect, guys. I have never stolen anything from anybody's defense fund. To my knowledge, Dana has not stolen anything from anybody's defense fund. Okay? All the little lies and different things that people have said because you know, a lie sounds better than the truth. And that's why a lot of people believe some of the lies that's being told. Okay. Another lie I want to dismiss was I bought my daughter to R. Kelly to sell her. I know as silly as it sounds, but there are people in this world who believe that craziness. Okay. I'm gonna give you a little history about how I got into the R. Kelly thing. Okay. Back in January, I myself was going through something. My adopted daughter, she suffers from a thing called RAD, R-A-D. It's like a reactive efficiency. She has problems connecting to individuals. She has a problem, you know, with relationship connecting. So I adopted her in 2015. At that time, my oldest adopted daughter was around, and of course, Dallas was around. I'm not giving their name because I don't, you know, for their own privacy. I don't want to give names of anyone other than myself and Dallas and my husband. She said some accusation, and that accusation the accusation was she said that my husband touched her. And in that, they gave me a choice. What happened is when she made the accusation, they didn't believe me and they didn't believe my husband, right? So they decided to start an investigation. And When I tell you, my world turned upside down from that situation. I mean, I got out of it okay, but it left a scar in me. It left me a scar that they could believe the lie. And let me back up. I was telling you about her diagnosis. Her diagnosis was RAD, and she has a problem connecting with someone new into her life. She when I was dating my husband, he was in Africa and I was here. It was okay as long as he was not around. She was okay with the relationship. But when he moved and we got married, she had a problem with the relationship. So that's why she would decide to tell a lie. They did not believe me, and they did not believe my husband, even though, and we had witnesses and everything. Her story kept changing. She kept changing it, and then she got upset when the police. We went through. We was inside of investigation room. My husband was in one room, and I was in another room. They kept us in there for, I think it was 5 hours, just questioning us different things. And it got so ugly. And you know, I remember just crying because I couldn't understand why these people would believe her, and she has all these diagnoses. You understand what I'm saying? She had all this diagnosis, and all of it was lies. Even her previous foster parent got rid of her because of the lies she was saying, but they did not believe us. They dropped all charges against my husband. They decided to charge me with inability to handle someone with mental illness. So that was my charge. So I was in court, even throughout when I first got into the R. Kelly thing, I was going to court every single month, guys. I was in front of the judge, basically trying to justify me not knowing how to handle somebody with mental illness. So they subscribed for me to go different classes to understand her diagnosis, and to understand how to handle somebody with that type of diagnosis. Okay. My husband came to the point that he doesn't want her back in the house. I mean, can you blame the man? You know? So I was looking on the news in January, you know, the Surviving R. Kelly thing came about. And then turn around on February, R. Kelly was arrested. And I was like, wow, this is so messed up. And I think because I went through what I went through, God gave me that empathy for him, because someone can lie on you and people believe it. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Because I went through it. And I remember Gail having an interview saying, so all these women telling you, telling a lie on you, how possible is that? It's possible, people. It's possible for other people to come together and set up a lie and them be believable, and you sit there like you're lying, you know? So I told you all that story. That's why when this whole thing came about, I gravitated to this mission. So I remember watching YouTube. I remember Sharon Winbush came on. She was on Phases. I remember Levi. And I started just subscribing to different people's channel, and I started just watching. And then I decided to go to YouTube, and I typed up, you know, groups for R. Kelly. So I just started to join different groups. I joined a group called My Brother's Keeper. And in that group, I was in there. Sharon was in there. That's how I met Jasmine Johnson. I met somebody else, another young lady. Her name was Dee. I think I'm not gonna give you her last name. It wasn't Nat Wilson at all. It was another young lady. I met her. I met the person that was in charge of that group. So we were all in that chat group. And then a couple of days later, Dana gets on Phases, and I see his story, and I started watching Phases all the time. So I remember somebody asked Dana to get into the group, My Brother's Keeper. He got into the group, and that's when we introduced ourselves to him. Sharon got out of the group because everybody was gravitating to Dana. You know, they was asking because Dana was the person that, you know, knew R. Kelly, and everybody wanted, because he was like the famous one in that group, really. So Sharon got out of the group, at the time, Sharon and I used to talk. We used to talk on the telephone and everything. And I asked her, why did she get out? And she told me, like, oh, it looks like, you know, everybody's all into his thing. I said, well, don't you know him? Because I thought maybe they knew each other because she was his nutrition and Dana was his mentee. So I thought maybe they knew each other. So she told me she did not know Dana, and she just got off the group. So we used to have like different little chats and things like that inside the group. And I remember Jasmine was she was gung-ho. She was like the strongest supporter in the group. She would, like they would say certain things of finding, and she would have so many things. But I did not know at the time she was with the Him Too group, and she was getting information, putting it in the group and talking about it. I mean, she was gung-ho. And she was at her college. And she was, you know, we would see like the background of her being in school. She told us her age. And at that time, we knew she was 26 years old. And we decided we were going to go to Chicago to Robert's first court appearance. Okay. Dana was in the group and he would, you know, do his live chat. We would talk to him and things like that. And one day while Dana was talking live, my daughter was walking across in my room. And she's like, Mom, I know that voice. I said, you do? She looked at the thing from the side. She's like, oh, yeah. Do you remember the guy that helped Nick and I when we were stranded in Buckhead? I was like, yeah. She says, that's the guy. I have his business card. So she went to go find the business card, right? So I inboxed Dana on Messenger. And I said, Dana, you and I know the same person. He was like, who is that? I said, my daughter. And so he said, oh, that's what's up, right? So then the two of them started talking, chit-chatting. So then she started telling him about, you know, I followed through with what you told me to do, because I guess they had a conversation about her business. She was a makeup artist, and he was basically encouraging her to follow her craft and follow her dream. And they had met in 2018, I think in August or September of 2018. Now, this is 2019 in April, and he's talking to her, you know, through Messenger, through me. And so then he was like, well, that we were all going to go to Chicago, and we we're going to go to the court hearing. So then Dallas said to him that, you know, I'm not going for just nothing. And so I asked her, did she come with me? And she said, no, Mom, I'm not interested in going, right? So then there was a young lady that was rooming, and she had a hotel room. And I asked her, this is Demetrius Feldon at the time. She she had a room, and I said, well, I can go half with you on the room. So I decided I was going to pay half on the room, and her and I was going to go in the room. So then when Dallas started talking to Dana, and then I guess I don't know exactly what happened, but it was an agreement that basically she was going to go there to basically market herself. And because who would not have an opportunity to meet somebody who's a celebrity and become a celebrity makeup artist? Tell me, who would not? Sid? Who would not?
I wouldn't blame her.
Exactly. She was basically marketing. She was networking. So she told her this. She told me, hey, Mom, I'll go. Only way if I go is if I do this X, Y, Z. That was it. Okay. So then that was her purpose. My purpose was there to support as a supporter for the hearing. So we get to Chicago. Her and I, my daughter and I flew in, and the young lady who I was rooming with was not there at the time. So we took a lift, and we got to the hotel. We waited for her to come, and when she came, we decided to go sightseeing. We went sightseeing. I'm sorry to put you to sleep, Brenda. But we were sightseeing. We went to sightsee. So we decided to go to the studio.
It's this conference call I'm in.
We decided to go to the studio. So when we went to the studio, if I do have pictures, I don't know if I got a chance to show you guys, but my daughter put her hand underneath the building, you know, like we know where the mailbox slide is. So she took a camera and she put it under there and took pictures of all the walls of R. Kelly's studio. And like he had all these different songs that he did, and it was all written on the wall. It was a black wall with white chalk writing. So she took a whole bunch of pictures and everything. And then if you see the video that I put up, that video is the guy who rented, who has a store next door to the studio. And he was just talking about how people, the night that they came to, I think it was Savages had came there and they were knocking on the window and he saw them. 1 second, guys. Hold on. Hello? Hey.
What's going on, Faces?
I'm gonna come in a few minutes. I'm doing a video.
Hello,
Dallas is walking. She decided to go to.
Hello, hi, Shirley. Hi, Faces.
I'm sorry, I forgot to call. You didn't call me back, so I did not know it was okay. Okay, I'll be there. Okay.
Miss T.
Sorry, guys. That was my mechanic because my daughter needs to get her oil changed, so he was wondering if we were coming. But anyway, what part was I up to?
Type of lubrication they use them for the car.
Synthetic.
Oh, synthetic.
Synthetic, yeah. I forget what I was. Huh? Could someone tell me where I was at? I forget. Old age. I forget where I'm
Talking
at.
about the studio. The lyrics written on
the
wall.
studio. Okay, he had the words of the, not the words, but the title of the songs on the wall. So she had taken pictures of it. And if you see, I have the video. One of the videos talking about it was the person who owns a store next door. He was talking about how I think the Savages at the time were at the studio, and different people was at the studio and that night. And they were asking him questions about, did they see any girls coming out the studio? And he was saying no. He was saying how nice R. Kelly was and how he was a very good neighbor. The only thing he probably had was, every time he was there, it was a whole bunch of cars parked out there. But other than that, he was saying that he acted like a regular person. He didn't even put himself higher than anyone. He was just saying how much of a great guy he was, and he wished that he wasn't going through the stuff that he was going through, because it's really sad that people would just come after him like that. So that if you look at that video, it's on there, him talking to me. But I didn't let him know that, he didn't want to be put on video. So I just recorded it while he was talking to me. You can go back there and check that out. But, after we left the studio, we decided to go to Trump Tower. When we got to Trump Tower, I went in and Dana, I think Denise, Jasmine, and someone else was in the lobby. We came in and Dana introduced me to the people that was around because I did not know anybody at the time. And so then he started talking to Dallas. He started talking to Dallas about her, him talking to Rob already about her doing makeup. So then he said to Dallas that Robert was upstairs, that he was meeting with the attorney, and he'll be down to talk to Dallas. That's what he said. So while he's talking to Dallas about, Robert was going to have like 43 cities tour and things like that, and he was saying how strenuous that the concerts and stuff would be. Would she be up to it to be to be able to do makeup now? So me, in my excitement, I was like, yes, she's up to it. She's up to it, right? So before Dallas could even say anything, then the young lady who was with me got mad, and she said, parents like you is the reason why R. Kelly is in the situation that he is in. I was like, huh? Yeah. So then she started, typing on her Facebook, because she's angry now, y'all. She's upset. She's mad because Dana's mentioned something to Dallas about her craft. I don't get it, but she was mad. So at that point, I believe this is when the whole rumor of me selling my daughter started. That's just my belief in it. Because had she not gotten upset when Dana was talking to Dallas about, the prospect of her becoming a makeup artist for a celebrity to to do makeup for the dancers, not him, not R. Kelly, but dancers. Then I hear that Dallas was going to do makeup for not Jasmine, but for Azriel and Joycelyn, which was not true, guys. It was not true. What do they need makeup for? But you know, all these little rumors and lies started coming about. Okay, we left because Dana told Dallas that Robert will be down. So he says he's about to come down. We're like, well, Dallas like, no, I need him to see my work. And she says, I can't just, you know, because either we don't have makeup on. So she said, okay, we're gonna go back to the hotel. She's gonna make myself up because I'm gonna be that little guinea pig so that he can see the makeup, and we'll be back. So while we go back to the hotel, I looked at my phone and I saw I had a missed call. It said I had a missed call from Dana 34 minutes ago. So I called Dana back and I said, Dana, did he come down? He says, yeah, you missed him. I was like, dang. I said, is he coming back again? And he's like, well, I don't know. We have to see. I said, well, we'll come right back. We'll come back. He says, no, I don't know if he's going to be back. I don't know about that. So we're like, okay. I said, just call me when he comes back, okay? Now, that was the agreement Dana had with us. He'll call me when we come back. The people that was with me, the young lady who, Demetrius Felden, she said, why the hell we have to wait for Dana? Who the hell Dana is? She was like, blah, 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 blah. So we decided to go to Trump Tower. We get there, and Dana and Robert's uncle standing outside. Robert's out there smoking. And they were in a car. We were like about a block away, and we could see who's standing out there. And they yelled, they go Robert right there, they go R. Kelly right there. And I'm like, where? Because I'm driving. I'm the one driving their rent-a-car. And I was like, where? And they said, right there, right there. He had on a pair of red sweatpants, Adidas sweatpants with white stripe. And so then they jumped out. Dallas was sitting in the front with me. They jumped out the car, and they run up to R. Kelly and Dana. At that point, I think Denise and Jasmine came out. And so they left the car, and I'm in the car, and I'm like, okay, what do you guys want me to do with it? Because the valet guy came up, and he says, are you going to park the car? And I asked him, how much does it cost to valet park? The guy said $50. I was like, oh, it's not my car. I'm not paying $50 to park. So I tried to get Demetrius to, see what she was going to do about her car. So then she was all into, talking to Robert. They're all there. I'm still in the car trying to figure out what the hell am I going to do with this woman's car. So then I was like, hey, they don't care. I don't care either. So I left it. So Dallas and I got out the car. The valet guys trying to come in behind us about, hey, you can't leave the car there. And I'm like, well, that's not my car. That's her car. So then we get over there. Dana introduced us to Robert. I think at the time he had already introduced his other people to him. So then Dana says to Rob, hey, this is the makeup artist I was telling you about. So Robert starts talking to Dallas. He started talking to her about, do you make people look natural? And they just started talking about that stuff, that type of thing. So then Dallas says, look at my mom. I just did her face. And then Dana goes and says, oh yeah, before she did her face, she looked like roadkill. So everybody started laughing because it was a joke, roadkill and all that. Oh, I was like, oh, roadkill? So then Demetrius' sister asked Rob, can she take a picture with him? And he said, sure. So he says, but do not put it on social media. And everybody agreed not to put it on social media because that is something, he don't want, people to say, oh, he's out there doing this and all that. So we all agreed, no social media, no picture. So then they all took a picture. I hadn't gotten my picture yet, but I said to Robert, I said, my husband don't believe that I'm here with you, so can I send my picture to him? He's like, only if it's just your husband. I said, yeah, it's just my husband. So then I said, so he asked, y'all, you gonna take a picture? I said, yeah. So then Dallas, I said, Dallas, you gonna take a picture with them? She's like, no, thank you. I said, come on, take a picture. I begged her, take a picture with me. She's like, no, Ma, it's okay. You just go ahead and take a picture. I said, I don't want to take a picture by myself. You take a picture with me. So that's why you see this picture that I just posted just now with me and her in the picture with Robert. He's in the middle of us, and we took 2 pictures. Because the first one, the flash didn't go off, and then the second one, we took a picture. So took a picture, and then after taking the picture, we was standing out there having conversation with him. We stood out there for a while talking to him, and then he mentioned about going to the gym, and then he told us that he was going to tell Dana where the gym was. No. He invited us first to the cigar bar. And then he said he was going to give Dana the information for the cigar bar and everything. So we all left. We disbanded. When we got back to the hotel room, you know, the person that was with me was still having a fit. Dana did blah, 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 blah. She did not like Dana. She couldn't stand that we had to wait on Dana to get information and get the way there, right? So a few minutes later, Dallas had to go to CVS. We decided to go to CVS. And we went to CVS to get some makeup stuff that she needed to get. Then we decided we want to get something to eat. There was this place across the street that, you know, sells these hot dogs and stuff. So we went across there, we went there and we ate. Upon coming out of the store, we were all standing there, and all of a sudden, Rob's Sprinter drove by. And she's like, there go his Sprinter. And I'm like, that's not his Sprinter. They said, yes, it is, yes, it is. So then when he drove by, we looked at the person that was driving. We're like, oh, yeah, that's his uncle. So then she Googled the name of the place he had given us for the cigar bar. We drove there. We followed the Sprinter. We got to the spot. I got out, and the uncle says to me, where's Dana? I said, he's back at his Airbnb. He's like, hold on a minute. So, you know, I stood there waiting. And then he says to me, oh, Rob had an emergency. He's on an emergency call. I said, okay. So I'll go back to the car, and I'm sitting there. All of a sudden, they took off. The Sprinter took off. And I'm like, okay, what is going on? Why did he take off? And so then Dana calls me. And I had Dana on speakerphone at the time. He says, Sylvia, where are you? I said, in front of the cigar bar. He says, that's not good. That's not good. I was like, when he said that's not good, I tried to hurry up and take him off the speakerphone. But then they had already heard him say that's not good. So then she was like, here we go again. That's fucking Dana. Why is that? It's got to be Dana. Dana this, Dana that, Dana. So Dana's in my ear now, and she's complaining on the other side. So then, so he's like, Sylvia, you guys weren't supposed to be there. I was like, well, I was just going with what the group said. So then he was like, well, he has an emergency. I said, okay. So then we decided to go back to the hotel. Go back to the hotel room. I get a call back from Dana. And Dana said that basically Rob apologizes that he had to take care of some emergency, and that if we're willing to come see him at the gym, we can come, you know, he can wait. If I could wait up, and he'll call me back with the address, and we can go to the gym. At this point, I'm tired. I'm like, really? I don't want to go to the gym, right? So then he says, well, you just let me know. So then I started asking the group, because it was 4 or 5 of us. And I said, do you guys want to go to the gym? And that Demetrius said, yeah, hell yeah, that's what he likes to do. That's his favorite thing to do, to go to the gym. So I was like, okay. So we I called Dana back, and I said, yeah, Dana, the group wants to go to the gym. He says, okay, wait on me. I'll give you the address, but wait till I give you the address. So I waited. Dana called me back. He texted me the gym's address. So when he texted me the gym address, he says, just wait up. When I'm about to leave, I'm going to take a Uber or whatever. I think it was an Uber or Lyft. I will meet you at the gym. I said, okay. So then he calls me, he says, I'm about to leave. I said, okay. So I get in the car, we drive to the gym. We sit in the parking lot. And the gym is really dark and everything. And the first door, you couldn't get in. Then the second door, there's like somebody, like a guard or somebody is at the top. They can see everybody, coming into the parking lot. So then we waited. We waited outside till Dana came. When Dana came, he and Jasmine got out the share drive that they were in. And I told Dana, I said, they said to come through that door. So I told Dana where the door was. And he went, knocked. He knocked, did whatever knock they do. And they looked and they saw Dana. Dana was the one that was at the door. And then they opened the door and then we saw all these men and a couple of people sitting on the stage area. So we walked in. Everybody stopped playing basketball and they looked over at us. I'm like, oh God. And so, it was a ton of people in there. We walked around and we went and sat on the stage. Now, Dana sat at the bottom of the stage. Jasmine tagged along with Dana like starch on rice. Everywhere he went, she went. He walked this way, she was over there. He sat on the stage. She sat on the stage. She sat at the bottom part. We went up at the top part. We sat on chairs. So it was myself, the other ladies I was with in Dallas. We all sat up on the stage. The gym smelled so bad to me, y'all. I don't like stinky smell. It was like sweaty, a bunch of men and stuff like that. To me, it was like, okay, why am I here? I'm ready to go. But they wanted to sit there and watch the ass. Huh?
So you saying somebody didn't wash their ass?
None of the men washed their ass. None of them. They smell heat. They smell like corn chips and all that kind of stuff. It smelled really, really bad, y'all. It stunk really bad. I'm serious. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Faces. I'm sorry. I'm just telling my story. Hey, Keish. Hey, everybody. Hi.
Hi, Keish. Hi, Anime. Hi, Aaron.
Hey, so then, it was smelling really bad. It was sweat popping everywhere. But, okay, I'm going to give you the disclosure, okay? Those who are R. Kelly fan, I am sorry. I was never a fan, guys. I like some music. I don't know anything about R. Kelly like everybody else. I have learned about R. Kelly. My choice of music was gospel music, guys. It was never the bumping and grinding and stuff like that. So that's my disclosure. I was not a fan. I am a supporter. I am a person who can empathize with what he is going through. I didn't go to jail, but it felt the same thing with somebody lying on you and you sitting here having to defend yourself and the whole world believes the lie. That is where I am at. So don't shoot me because I'm not a fan like everybody else. So please forgive me. I've never been to a concert. Okay? I would love to go. I mean, if I have the opportunity to go to a concert, which I believe in, I'm believing God that I will have that opportunity, I will definitely be at that concert somewhere. Right, Sibbo?
That's right.
And we'll be with you, infamous Sylvia.
So, I'm believing that God is going to vindicate him and I will get that opportunity to become a fan like you all, you guys, okay? But I was saying, okay, I was inside the stinking gym with all the stinking men.
Hey.
And we stayed there till about 2 o'clock in the morning, guys. It smelled really bad. So I was like, okay, I'm tired. I had gotten off the plane, so I really didn't get a chance to rest. So I was like, guys, you ready to go? And they were like, okay, we're ready. So we walk out, and of course, everybody stopped. We walking out, everybody looking at us, walking out. Got in the car, went to the hotel, got up early the next morning. Next morning, Dana gets on live, and he's on live with Daddy Lolo. And Jasmine is on the live with them. And I don't know what happened with Dana and Daddy Lolo, but they were like Ace Boom Coon on the live. They were talking, they hadn't gotten there, and they were just talking different things and stuff like that. So I was on my way to the courthouse. When I got to the courthouse, this is when I met Him Too group. I met Siobhan, I met D. Wilson, I met Demi. I think it was Demi at the time. I met them. And
Gorilla D. Wilson.
Huh?
You met Gorilla D. Wilson?
That's not nice. Stop that.
Oh, my bad.
That's not nice.
Well, I'm getting t-shirts.
We don't call people names on this channel. I'm a
peacekeeper. Positivity on this.
Apologize, Sid.
All right, I apologize.
Do not call people out of their name. I'm gonna get that belt on you. Stop it. But anyway, I met the Him Too group, and we all went into court. In fact, I was doing live because I was doing live for the my brother's keeper. So I showed everything that was going on in the court. So when it was time for me to go into court, they took my phone. In fact, I didn't get a chance to go in at the time when Dallas and Dana and all of them went in, because I was trying to be nice and let everybody have the ability to experience what I was experiencing. So I was not being selfish. So I stood out there taking videos. If you can see in the news, you'll see me with my hat on and stuff standing there. You see the cameras showing me. But I videotaped him. And when I got in, go upstairs, they had already completed the arraignment, did that part of it, of the court thing. So we came out, hurried up downstairs before he got out, and I went and got my phone and stood outside, and I started videotaping him exiting the courthouse. So I followed them all the way through, showing the video of him, and he's waving at me, and he winked at me because at this time he recognizes me. So we're going through, and so then we got to the end. Then they got to the Sprinter. And everybody got in. He stopped and he asked for his sister, Denise. Denise, they came around and got her. Denise is right here at the bottom, Sunshine. They stopped the other Sprinter. Denise jumped in. Then Dana jumped in. Jasmine jumped in, and they all left in the Sprinter. I did not ride in the Sprinter. I never rode in the Sprinter. I was never part of the Sprinter conversation. So that part I don't know anything about. So we left. Later on that afternoon, okay, the person that was with me, she she's still mad at me. She's still pissed with me. We had originally decided that we were gonna hang out and do the Chicago thing. So now that she's mad at me, she decided that she wants to go home, go to work. Okay, fine. That wasn't the agreement at first. So she drops us off at the airport. I was a little salty, guys. I was a little salty because I wanted to enjoy myself in Chicago. But because I was dependent on somebody else and stuff like that, I ended up at the airport. So when I got to the airport, I was on the phone. I was speaking with Sharon at the time, Sharon Winbush, and we was talking on the phone, and she was asking me how did it go, and I told her what happened. I told her about how, the young lady got upset because Rob was talking to Dallas about the makeup stuff. And so she was like, well, at least you got an opportunity. She was agreeing with me about, marketing herself and network and all that. But then all of a sudden stuff like that just flip. People just change up on you. So we got back home, started, all this craziness started. There was a live where Tiffany was doing, Jasmine was in Chicago still, and all this blah, 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 blah. Jasmine contacted me one evening, and she was telling me that they were kicking her out of her Airbnb because she didn't have any more money or anything like that. And me being a parent, a person that cares about individual who's in a city or state that they do not know anything about, I offered my assistance. I offered her to pay for a room for her to get an Airbnb so she could stay at least one more night, because I didn't want her roaming around in the street of Chicago and not knowing anything anywhere or anyone. So what I did is I sent her the money. I cashed out her $50 because she said the room cost $25. So I said, I'm going to send her $50 because she could pay for the room as well, get her something to eat because, you know, I'm a parent. So I cashed out the money. And about a couple of hours later, she called me and told me she got the room and everything. Then she started telling me some stuff about how she was talking to Rob. So I was like, "You were talking to Rob?" She says, "Yeah, she told me he sent her $100 to buy her something sexy." I'm like, "Okay, he told you buy something sexy, but didn't have a room. Wouldn't you use that $100 to get yourself a room instead of buying something sexy?" So then, you know, she's like, "Well, I don't, I kind of figured she was lying. Really, I really thought she was lying because to me, somebody sending you $100 and you would rather buy something sexy instead of getting a room for yourself or a shelter. You understand what I'm saying?" So I just blew it off. I didn't believe her. About, I would say 12 o'clock that night, she calls me again and she says to me that she had just talked to Rob and he said he was going to the gym. And she says, "I think he wants me to go to the gym because he mentioned something about the gym." And so she was asking me what was the gym address. So I said, "Well, why don't you get it from him?" She says, "Well, he didn't say that he wanted me, but you know, he's insinuating that he wants me to come to the gym." So then I said, "Well, why don't you ask Dana? He knows where the gym is." So she's like, "Well, I don't want to tell Dana because I don't want Dana in my business because he acts like he's my father. He's always in my business." So I said to her, I said, "Well, you need to probably find somebody else, right?" So she hung up with me. She called me back again. She begged me. She begged me to give her the gym address because, you know, she really believes. And then she tells me that that the young lady, Cash, was going to pay for Uber for her to go to the gym. I said, "Well, don't you ask Cash for the gym address?" She told me no. She didn't want for her to tell her that she didn't know or something like that. I didn't know. So okay, I felt bad, and I said, "Okay, I'll give you the gym address. And you better not tell nobody I gave it to you." That's what I said to her. I said, "You better not tell anybody I gave it to you." She says, "I'm not, I promise I'm not." I said, "Okay." So I texted her the gym address. So then she went, and I don't know what happened that night. I don't know what conspired between them or whatever. I don't know. But I was the one that gave the gym address. So then when Dana, myself, and I think it was D. Wilson on the phone, we was on a three-way call, and I confessed to them that I had given Jasmine the gym address because Dana was saying to me that her family was looking for her, and that I think it was Angelo, somebody's, I don't know what the story was, but supposedly people were looking for her. And so I told him at the time that I gave her the address to the gym. And so when I did that, they got on me. Dana and D at the time, they were like railing on me, like, you know, "Why you do this, blah, blah, blah." So, you know, I got mad. I hung up on them. I got pissed off. I was like, "Okay, don't jump me." So I got mad. I said, you know, I apologize for giving the address, but I didn't feel that you need to gang up on me because of something I already did. It's over with. You can't, you know, I can't undo something I already did. That's the way I felt about it. So, you know, I hung up on them. Huh? Go ahead, Sid.
You got to explain to us how Jasmine got there to Chicago.
How did she get to Chicago?
Right. You skipped over all of it.
Okay, my understanding, when we were in the group chat, Grace was a young lady in Canada who couldn't come to Chicago. She said since she can't go, she would sponsor Jasmine to be there in Chicago. So she sent Jasmine some money to take the bus because Jasmine said she was going to take the bus. So she sent money to Jasmine, and I and I don't think Cindy sent her any money. But Cindy was part of the group. But I know Grace for a fact sent her money. She sent her money for her room and also sent her money for travel. She connected to Dana in Atlanta because I think her bus went from South Carolina to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to Chicago. That's my understanding because I don't know the specific on that. All I know is by hearsay, so I really can't tell. All I'm telling you is something that I heard, so I can't tell you exactly if that's the fact. So all I can do is what I, tell you what I heard. So that's how my understanding how her and Dana met up and then took it on to the Chicago. But I remember there was a picture taken and they posted it on Facebook of the two of them sitting next to each other on the bus. But to my understanding, it was her bus stopping in Atlanta and then her bus going on to Chicago. So that's what I know of. So I can't tell you anything else. Okay? Jason? But while they were there, they were tight. Because there was a couple of times when I called Dana's phone, she picked up Dana's phone and she talked to me on Dana's phone. And I asked where Dana was, and she said to me he was in the shower. So to me, why are you picking up his phone? You know what I mean? That's how she ended up getting my phone number from Dana's phone. Because that's how she was able to call me from she sent me an inbox because she had saw my number from Dana's phone and asked me, can she take my phone number from Dana's phone? And I said, sure. It was no big deal for me. She could take my number. And that's how come afterwards she started calling me. She started calling me on a regular basis, and that's how I gave her the money and everything, and also gave her the address to the gym. That answers your question?
It's not. It's just giving them.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Now, Keisha, I was reading your message. That's what's the okay. As far as Jasmine being planted and all this stuff, I don't know how that came about. I don't know the facts behind this. I cannot sit and tell you lies or something I don't know because I don't know. All I know, I met her in the group. I am my brother's keeper. All I know, she was very, very hard, very like go-getter of going. She represented herself as being a very solid R. Kelly fan supporter. She was going hard. I remember someone saying that she was on Twitter attacking different people and things like that. That's what I knew her about. And I remember people asking her, for you to be so young, how come you know so much about R. Kelly music? And she was saying that she had an old soul and things like that. So her personally knowing her, that whether or not she was a plan or I don't know. I cannot tell you. I do not know anything about that part. But I'm gonna just go ahead on and tell you. So then the story came out about something happened where there was a picture put out on Twitter of Dana's penis, and then Dana's penis was put next to the Hemp 2 crew, and they got mad, and then someone turned around, put her vagina picture on Twitter. That stuff I had no parts. I don't know nothing about. All I know is what other people were saying. He said, she said stuff. So I don't want to even, but I'm just throwing that in there as something that had happened, right? Then, I mean, so much craziness, messiness has happened since that situation. Did you want to say something, Sunshine?
No, you're doing good, boo.
Okay, because I'm trying to remember, because this is an old brain, a 53-year-old brain trying to remember everything that happened.
In Trump? I mean, in Chicago?
Can we take a 5-minute break and play a song?
Yeah, take a break to play a song. I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Go to the restroom and get some water or something.
I gotta get some.
You got it, and I'm allowed back in. My volume is low.
Who is going to do this? Who's going to do that?
You know what I'm saying? I can literally show you something. But I'm wearing on the bottom. I am wearing shorts. I don't.
Okay. Said I'm ready. Okay, I'm back. All right, guys. I am up to the part where we came back from Chicago. This is back in May. We came back from Chicago, which the court date was on the 6th, 7th, 8th of Chicago. I think I got back. And then I started talking to the group of young ladies, the Him Too group. I started talking to them. We started getting on conference calls and just basically talking about the next move of when the next march was going to be, who was going to do this, who's going to do that. I remember, just trying to get exactly what our next step was of what we were going to do and how we were going to bring it about and who was going to do what part, what position everyone was going to play in it. So I recall at this time I went and got my Airbnb. It was just my daughter and I. And then I know Him Too had their own Airbnb, and I think another set of people have their own Airbnb. And we set out to meet with Dana to get the route for where the we were going to march. At this time, this is when Phases was out there. This is the time you said wait. Okay, he said wait.
Go ahead, sis.
Oh, okay. This is the time when Phases. This is in June, guys. This is June, around June 20 something. I think June 26th, if I'm not mistaken. Because if someone could please remember what it was. It was June. It was June something. We all set out to do the march, and in fact, I know for a fact Dana was the person who was the head, who knew the route, who made a decision about doing the march. Now, I learned it from Dana. I know other people saying other things. I can't tell you about what was said. So I don't know the facts about them, but I know we all got our direction of the march, and as far as where we're going to go, the route and all that, we all got that from Dana. Dana's the one who told us which way we're going to go and things like that. He told us that we were going to meet up, where to meet up, which was on I think California, somewhere there. I know it's near the radio station. There was somebody at the radio station that we were going to go in front of their building so they could see us outside the window, because we wanted to make a loud noise. And if you see in my I put the first march on my page. You can see that Phases and Dana, everybody was tight at the time. Everyone, we were all united family. We all we were in it for one purpose, and that purpose was basically to vindicate Rob. And remember, he was not arrested at that point. I mean, he was arrested back in February, but then he got out in February, and then he was out from February all the way up to July. So this is June. I know for a fact that Rob drove by in the Sprinter while we were outside marching, because Dana had told him that there was going to be quite a few, because at first it was supposed to be like 300 people that was supposed to be marching, and they all had contacted Dana to tell him that we were going to be out there, and that he told Robert where we were and what we were going to do. And I remember him driving by. We all saw him driving by. Phases and Dana were pretty tight. And I remember Dana used to always get on his live, and they were out there talking. And I mean, just it was a wonderful feeling. It was people coming out, and just like even though it was a small number of us, we were a force to be reckoned with, meaning that we were given exposure to the people in Chicago about, the injustice that was happening to Robert. We were out there. At first, it was kind of scary because you have all these people looking at you, and it's like a small group of us. But we didn't care. We were out there. We were there to support. We were there to bring awareness to what the injustice that was happening with him, how unfair the situation was, and how, this man was being railroaded. And we were there. We were there as a unit. We were there as a family. We were there as a supportive group. I don't know what happened. I don't know where the ugliness has started. I don't know why the attacks happened. And I can give you my opinion about certain things, but I'll wait to the end to give you my opinion on what the things that actually happened. After we did the march, the next day was going to be going to court. But that evening, we went to the gym. And at the gym, let's back up, guys. We went to court the next day, and that evening we went to the gym. Sorry, I'm confusing it. This time we went to the gym after court. Okay. Next day we got up, we went to court. In fact, this is when the young lady who we let stay in the room in our Airbnb. The young lady who's been talking so much ugliness about me and just being so nasty and mean. Sometimes no good deed goes unpunished. Just believe that. And I'm not bringing up her name because she knows who she is. And if she's on there, she knows, because God knows everything. So we allowed her to stay in the room with us, with me and my daughter, not the room, but the whole Airbnb. I did not charge her a dime. No, I did not. What happened? Sid's acting up, everybody?
Sid over there about to smoke it up.
Are you smoking in the house? Oh, I was going to tell on you. I was going to tell April. But anyway, I let the young lady stay in the Airbnb with us.
See, the thing about it, I puff pass.
Well, anyway, we went to court, and at court, this is the thing. This is the time when the Kelly sisters met Robert. We got in the court. Positions was given to different people, and things did not go as well as it should have. But we got up there. At the elevator, I didn't hear the conversation, guys. I didn't hear the conversation, but I was standing at the elevator when the sisters were brought behind. I always get crank calls. Okay. The sisters were standing behind her, and also Dr. Rogers and Robert with the lawyers in front. They was all waiting for the elevator. It's like, okay, I'm giving you the picture here. Robert was at the elevator with the lawyers. Dr. Rogers and Sister Dana was right here. So then the introduction happened. They hugged, they talked. I don't know what the words were said. And I guess after that, they all went to, I don't know. All I know, I saw that part. I'm going to only speak about what I saw. So then we left. We all met up at the gym that evening because I came home. I was kind of down because I expected them to give him, it was not, it didn't feel good. I thought maybe they would just drop the case and all that. Then no, they didn't do that. So then we got invited to the gym, went to the gym. And this time, at least now I expected, I knew what it was going to smell like. So it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. So again, I sat at the stage, and on the stage, it was Dr. Rogers, it was myself, it was Shantae, it was Dr. Rogers, it was Lisa, it was myself, it was Dallas, it was Shantae, and that's it. And then Dana was on the court, and then Siobhan, Demi, they were all at the bottom part, as I could recall. But I know they weren't at the top part where, I don't remember. Don't ask me. But we were all in there. I'm trying to remember. My mind is not that good. Okay. They finished playing basketball. They played a few games, and then they finished playing basketball. Robert was standing there, and we all started talking. We were all talking at the gym. And I remember Lisa and Dr. Rogers and Phases stepped down. And I remember everybody was talking to Robert, but I was still sitting on the stage. And on the stage where I was sitting at, Will Edie took his chair and sat it by us, and he was talking to myself, Shantae, and Dallas. Oh, no, let me tell you what happened prior to us sitting there. I remember at the point, somebody had asked for some water, because Robert did not have water. And I think the person that was supposed to be in charge of getting the water did not have the water. So Shantae and myself, we went to the store, and we went to buy Robert some Gatorade and some water. But I had water because I drove up that time. I had a case of water in my car. So I came in with a case of water, gave it to them, and they went there. The guys drank the water. And then Shantae and I went to the store to pick up Robert's Gatorade. So we came back. Shantae gave him the Gatorade and everything. And then that's when the young lady, I'm not giving names, the young lady came up to us and said that she don't know what happened, that somebody forgot to get his water, or Gatorade or something like that. Normally they have it at the gym, and they did not have it this time, right? And I'm giving you that statement because I want to tell you something that was said. Remember, someone had started playing the video when we were in this private group, and Dana was talking about the water situation. That's why Dana came up with that idea of us paying a fee so we could get Rob's water and things like that. That's why, because he did not have water that evening, and that he got water from me, which I watered up from Georgia, and Shantae and I went and got him some Gatorade. That's what happened. So they drank, and we were sitting there, we were all talking, and I remember Robert was telling us about his snake diet, and people was talking to him about different things and stuff like that. And I mean, we finished, and it was the end, and I went home. That was that. Then all of a sudden, July comes about. New charges are put on him. I think it was around July 11, July 12, or something like that. All these new charges came up against him. It was shocking to everyone. And then that's when he was arrested. Remember? So we went up to Chicago for his arraignment again. And this time, this is when we saw him in handcuffs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it was really sad. It was really, really sad. And Azriel and Joycelyn was at court. We saw them there. And it didn't feel good. We stood there trying to figure out, because at that point, the judge was willing to give him house arrest, but then they didn't know whether or not New York was going to come after him, because he had those two charges. He had New York charges, and he had Chicago charges, federal charges. So they did not give him a bond. So that's what happened in that. Then September rolled around. I drove from Georgia, picked up Siobhan. We all rode up to New York. In New York, we went to court again, and it was pretty sad. You know, they had showing him getting on the plane and him and being in there, and it was really, really, really sad. We got there late, because you know we were waiting on different people. When we got there, I'm telling you, New York had like no room. It was all standing room. They had a room on the, the courtroom was right here, and then there was another courtroom that we sat and we looked at it through the television. So we didn't get a chance to get inside of the actual courtroom when the judge was giving him the no bond. In fact, it wasn't Judge Ed Donnelly. It was another guy. He looked like he was Oriental, Asian, but he's the one who said no bond. That's when Steve was talking, and that was that part. So then they later on set another court appearance right after that one. So we were there for the morning, and then they turned around and said at 1 o'clock they were going to have the I think that was the bond hearing. No, that wasn't a bond hearing. There was something, the arraignment they were doing. And so in that courtroom, I was able to get in the inside. And again, we saw Joycelyn and Asriel. We all went in there, and we saw Rob. He looked at us. And I remember Asriel tippy-toeing and just waving. And then when they said the no bond, she came out smiling, which was a little bit strange to me, where everybody's sad. D. Wilson was crying. We were all sad, but Asriel was smiling. That was the key to me at that point. Something is up with that young lady. Joycelyn was not smiling at all, but Asriel was. And they had announced then that he was not getting the bond. Nope. We left. We drove back. We was really sad because it was really sad. Then we went back. Then the next court date was in October. I flew up. No, I drove to Chicago, and this is when we all me and him too, and all of us we shared an Airbnb. Ugliness happened. Well, I mean, not there, but there was some friction. Couple of friction. Me and Dana got into it as usual. Not too bad, but he don't listen to me, and he's hard-headed. But
that's brother and sister shit.
He was hard-headed. We had some little thing. It got to the point I left the Airbnb and I went for a drive because I was pissed at him, and Siobhan and them was trying to calm him down. It was, the normal fight that Dana and I go through. Whatever. So, and all those who claim that I'm his minion and peon, that's not the facts, guys. Sylvia is very opinionated. Sylvia's a strong woman, and Sylvia don't take crap from Dana. Dana knows it. We go back and forth. I just do not put our business in public. I mean, I respect, because anytime you have a family, you don't put your dirty laundry out in front of the world. You put on that face, because family's always going to fight. We're going to have disagreement. We're going to have issues where we don't agree. But the world does not have to know that, hey, yesterday me and Dana had a drag out fight. Why? There's no need for that at all. So, and then, I mean, there's so many, because I watch how much that man is attacked. I watch how much people have said things about him, and he sits around defending himself back and forth, in and out, okay? I'm going to speak about the latest little thing here about this situation that they put my husband in, okay? Okay, because I've been going back and forth court, things like that. I've been to every single court except the child support court for Robert. I've been to every single one, because the reason why is I know how it feels to sit inside this courtroom with nobody, no support. I remember my tears of when I was going through my court situation. And that's why I made a promise to myself I would be there for him. Not for fame, not for fashion, none of that, but because I can empathize and I know how it feels not to have not one soul to believe in you and sit inside that courtroom and be there for you. That is my purpose. I am not here to chase after no celebrity. I am here because I know how it feels. I know how without support, how you can feel the lowest. That is the purpose of me being in this fight for him, because God allowed me to go through something like him and be able to stand firm and not judge him by what other people are saying, but to believe that people can lie on you. Truly lie on you because they have some ulterior motive, you know. That is why. And anybody who has says anything negative about me selling my child, all this bull crap, I don't care. I'm there because God allowed me to face the worst position I have. Someone lying on my husband and saying my husband touched them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand? So that's how come I can sit in the courtroom and go to every single crap and get all this mess that these people say about me, because I made a decision once God allowed me to get in this man's presence that I was going to be there for him. Okay? I made that decision. Not anybody, not no Dooski, not no Kevin Terrell. Nobody can stop me. You know, none of them. They have said so many lies about me, and I got on this live to basically tell you my side of the story of everything. So now I'm gonna go back to tell you the most recent stuff that has happened that they have said. Okay.
Well, first of all, I love you, bro. If you're watching,
huh?
I'm sending a shout out to my bro, telling him I love him if he's watching.
Yeah, okay. Okay, the last couple of court cases, okay? October's court case. October is when we met up with Shabaz, okay? Shabaz is the guy that did the recording of Azriel fight and all that, the one who was doing that documentary of the precedents, okay? Shabaz called Dana on the day before we were leaving Chicago. We had already gone to court. Him too, and myself and my daughter's friend, we were all in the Airbnb when that man called Dana. Okay? He didn't know Dana from a can of paint. He heard about Dana. Dana was not part of his setup that all these people lying about, saying that Dana was a setup. No, that was not true. He called Dana while we were there. Okay? He asked us, can we change our fight, our stuff, you know, our going back situation, and he would cover. We said, no. We said we could do it today if you want to. And he said, okay. So he went and got a hotel room. Okay? I rode in his car with Dana. Then everybody else rode in, I think, Shantae's car behind us. We all went to the hotel. Okay? We all sat in that hotel room while that man set up his whole thing. Okay? He got there was one guy there. The guy had his camera thing. He put all this. So he asked us, do we want something to eat? We all said no. But then Dana said cheesecake. So he ordered a cheesecake. I got water. A couple of people got tea. Somebody got I think a soda, if I'm not mistaken, Sprite or something, right? My daughter and her girlfriend was not there. They went out because they were hanging out. Okay, we were all in the room. We were tired. It was late. He started filming. The first person that got up to talk, if I'm not mistaken, was Siobhan. He filmed her. Then Dana went up. He had a few questions. He had about 21 questions that we will answer while he was videotaping us. He asked us the question. We answered the question on the video. Okay? We all did it. I think I went third. Then I think it was Shantae went after me. And then Demi went. We all sat there and did this man's videotape. He told us, he said that he was doing a documentary to show the full side. He said to me and the rest of the gang that he is not for Robert or he's not against him. He just wants to show all areas. Okay? That's what he told us. So after the taping, he mentioned something about him going to this place and that place. He's going to go to another state to meet this person. He had talked to Jamie Foxx. He had talked to what's that guy in Louisiana? What's that guy? The rapper, the one with the son, Master P. He said he had talked to Master P. He talked to this person, that person. They were all part of the documentary. That's what he told us, right? Then he mentioned something about family. And then I said to him, I said, oh, the sisters are here. I said that. He said, oh, man, I would love to get in contact with them. Now, meanwhile, it's really late. It's past 1 o'clock in the morning. And so he said is there a way you can contact them? That's when Dana contacted them. I don't know who he contacted first. That's how that happened. Okay? It wasn't that Dana knew this man. Dana did not know this man from a can of paint. He contacted him because somebody told him that Dana was fighting hard for R. Kelly. That is how he met. That's what he said to us. Okay? I know he talked to them, and then I think they changed their flight or something like that. That part, I don't know the rest happened. I don't know how they got involved. That was it. The next time I saw Shabazz was when we were at the this is in not October. What month was that? That was October. I don't remember what month it was. But we went back to Chicago and we were all at the dinner table. And then no, we weren't at the dinner table. We had just came out of court. Dana missed the court thing because he was stuck inside of the Uber, and it was like snowing a little bit outside. And Dana got there. We had already finished court, and they made a decision about what they were going to do with Rob. We were standing downstairs, and that's when Kevin Terrell was standing behind me, and Shabazz had asked all of us to go up in the front, right? 1 second, guys. Hello? Hey. Yeah. Anything. Honey hot. Okay. Bye. Sorry, guys. That was my lunch. Sibbo, please help. What was I up to?
You was talking about Shabazz in the documentary. You guys stayed at 1 in the morning. Okay,
that was that time. And then next time I met him, I don't remember the date of the second court. I think that was in February, if I'm not mistaken, recently.
What you talking about? The court?
No, the date when we were all sitting downstairs, and Shabazz said something about it was about the money. It was about the defense fund. And then Shabazz called I think it was Steve.
I think that was in February.
Huh?
I think it was February.
Okay, because Shabazz called Steve, and then Dana came into the hotel room. I mean, not hotel room, the downstairs lobby, and because Shabazz was trying to prove to them that basically that Dana was lying, that Steve knew nothing about the money or something like that. It was crazy. So Shabazz was basically trying to call Dana out. Dana got upset with Shabazz, and it was I think it was male testosterone to me, but it was kind of stupid because the defense fund was being operated with Doug, not with Steve. So it didn't make sense for them to even call Steve to me. Okay. So he talked to Steve, and Steve told him that he didn't have anything to do with it, blah, 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 blah. So Dana's already mad with him, right? So we decide we're going to this restaurant. We go to this restaurant. We go into this restaurant, and we go upstairs. And this is when we're all at the table. It's Shantae, myself, Dallas, Shabaz, Dana, the two sisters, and the camera guy. We're all at the table. And Shabaz looked over at Dallas. He's like, oh my God, you look just like Azriel. And so the others over there at the table say, oh yes, you do look like Azriel. He was like, well, how about you, what do you think about you playing? He says, Mom, he's talking to me now. He says, Mom, what do you think about your daughter playing Azriel? I said, I don't know, ask her. That's what I said, right? So then he was like, do you think you up to it? He says, but first, I have to talk to her father first to see if she's gonna be willing to be, because I think he was trying to get Azriel to be in it, but he couldn't get in contact with Azriel to make agreement or to be in the documentary. So he was going to use Dallas as a prop, as a standby, or without talking, just doing a role play of Dallas being Azriel. You understand what I'm saying? Because he said he was going to do the scene where, like when she supposedly was going to kill herself or something like that, and so he was going to ask her. Dallas asked him something about whether there's going to be the pill and all this kind of stuff back, like she was druggy from the pill or something craziness, right? So then there was another sidebar conversation happening. There's other people getting upset because then Dana said something about about him playing Angelo. And then they said something about, you don't have contact. And then I think Dana called Angelo. But then Shabaz says that he's been talking to Angelo for a while. So long story short, Angelo gets on the phone and everybody started side-eyeing Dana because I think Dr. Rogers at the one point was saying about, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, because I wasn't really paying attention, so I'm not going to sit there and lie to you. All I know, it was confusion, okay? It was confusion at that point. I don't know what was said, but it was all this blah, blah, blah stuff, okay? We leave. Dana and I downstairs waiting for Dallas to come because I had to take Dana to the airport. We're waiting, and we're like, okay, where they at? So Dallas and Shantae get into the car, and they said, we got something to tell you. But they didn't want to say it in front of Dana, okay? So I dropped Dana off, and they tell me what it was. And what they were trying to tell me was Shabaz, I think they were in the bathroom, and I think they were talking to Dr. Rogers, and Dr. Rogers told Dallas, basically, you make sure that you get a contract with him because every time we come there, he pays us. They get paid. And that do not let him get away with it because make him pay for what, of your time or what you do. That's what she told Dallas and told Shantae. And so we went home and everything. And then for some strange reason, there was a live done. And I think Dr. Rogers got on. She was doing her little live and she was telling her side of the story, but she omitted a lot of things that was said. And then so Dana did his, and then I went and told what was said, and then blah, blah, all this craziness. Oh, it just been ugly. Okay, that's that part of it. Most recently in March, we went to court again, and well, that was October. That was March. No. Go back to October. Then December, there was court, but the court was canceled. I was the only one there, and I met up with Bostic Mom. We had lunch, and then I went home. So nothing happened there. So The most recent court case, I think that was March. Was that March? Hey, Randa? Huh?
I think so.
That was
like the
March.
beginning. It was the beginning of March.
Okay, I think March 5th.
Right?
March
Yeah.
5th, yeah.
Yeah.
March 5th. We all go up there. At this point, no, I didn't do an Airbnb. I flew in, flew out, flew in, flew out, type of thing. So we went there, and this is when we were inside the courtroom, and they had us to get up to get out because another, Rob's case was very dark. They had us to line up outside. Outside the courtroom. So we all stood up there because, in fact, Gucci was first online, and then, Dallas came online and everything. So I got online, and Dana was up there talking to us, and then I think Shabaz came, and I think Dana went to the back because I was standing in front because I don't know what happened, how the altercation or the disagreement came about with him and Shabaz. All I know is somebody was pulling Dana up there where we were to bring him back to the front, and I heard something about Kevin Terrell being escorted out because I saw him come and get his coat, and he had to leave. And later on, I found out that he was videotaping when he wasn't supposed to be videotaping or something like that. But I don't know the details of what happened there. Then we all went out. Gucci, myself, and Dallas. We went to that restaurant. I did not want to be with everybody, but Gucci convinced me, let's go to this restaurant. So we thought everybody was going to the Rock and Roll McDonald's, and I wasn't going to the McDonald's. I was going to go to that restaurant that Gucci was talking about. So we get there, and I see all these people at the table. People I don't even know. No, at this point, I did not know any Deboski. I did not know any of these people. Right? I sat down, across to them, and I saw Dr. Rogers, and I saw the sisters. At this point, I had nothing to say to Dr. Rogers because Dr. Rogers did some shady stuff, and I did not like, so I don't say nothing to her at all. This is something personal. It has nothing to do with Dana. Some personal things. And when I was talking to the sisters that Dr. Rogers did, so I just I don't bother that woman. I don't say nothing to her. Okay, I mind my business. If I was taught that if you don't like anybody, you leave them alone. You don't say nothing against them. So I just left it alone. So when I saw her at the table and I saw her videotaping, and then I saw the Boski sat across from me, and then somebody else, and because I got to know these people. So I said to Gucci, Gucci, I don't want to sit with these people. I don't like fake people, and I don't like phony people. I'm from New York. I'm real. I don't do that fake, and then somebody backstabbing you. I don't do that. No. I don't like you. I don't like you. I just get away from you. That's it. That's me. So I said to Gucci, Gucci, I don't want to sit here. I don't want these people. And then Dallas was like, Mom, why they videotaping that? We don't want them videotaping. I said, okay. So we got up from the table and we sat in our own little table by ourselves, right? It was myself, Gucci, then LaToya came on later on, and then this other young lady. We sat there in our own table, and they were all over there on the other side. While we sitting there, somebody came over and says, who's Sylvia? Dallas and I looked at each other like, why is she asking who's Sylvia? Who's she? And so Dallas asked her why. Why do you want to know who Sylvia is? He's like, oh, I just want to know who Sylvia is, right? So then Deboski had some other guy with him, and he came over and sat by the table, and he started looking at Dallas. He was like, oh, you're very attractive, you're a very gorgeous young lady. And so she's like, thank you. So she felt uncomfortable. She's like, why is this guy talking to me, So then we're like, okay, all right, these people, we're here minding our business, so they need to go back to where they are. Then the next minute, while we're sitting there at the table, then Shabaz come over and sits down next to me. And he starts apologizing to Dallas about not choosing her to be in the show. So Dallas was like, I don't care, it's okay. And he was like, no, I just want to explain to you, that Azriel decided to play her own part, and I just wanted to apologize to you because I know I had you holding on, and that I just wanted you to make sure that everything was okay. She's like, okay, don't mean anything to me because, okay. So then he gets up. Then Cassandra gets up. And she sits next to me. And so she starts talking to me. I said, I have nothing to say to you. And she says to me, she says, why? Why you don't want to talk? And I said, well, I have nothing to say to you guys. I'm not a big person. Turn it down. What? I heard noise. Was that you, Jack?
That was me. My bad.
Shame on you.
I was watching something on Facebook.
I was like, no,
I didn't even realize my mic was unmuted.
So then,
look, where's Sunshine at? She gonna come in the chat in a minute.
She wants you to be the culprit this time. So then,
it's 1:42 California time. So, fortunately, IEPs are all day.
Oh,
yay! Good time.
It's over. It's over with now.
Over. All my meetings are done for today. Tomorrow, new day. Right? Let's party.
So, I was saying that, okay, so Sandra sat at the table with us. And so she's like, hi, how are you? I said, I have nothing to say to you. She says, why? I still love you. I said, well, I'm the type of person, I don't like fakeness. She's like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. I still love you. I was like, okay, all right. I said, well, I'm not phony. And so she's like, okay, but we didn't mean anything by it. We love you. This is what she was saying to me. And so I was like, okay, all right, bye. That's the way I was. It's like, okay, bye. Because when we were at the courtroom, I didn't want to be phony with nobody. I didn't say people I didn't like. I didn't say nothing to. Okay, Dubowski, I spoke to Dubowski. Dubowski and I exchanged information. So all this crap that he's talking about, he is a little bit wacko because he explained with me. I sent him a message saying, let me have your email, because I was sending him the indictment information. I was sending that to Dubowski. We were talking back and forth. Okay? Dubowski one night at 4:40 something in the morning text me. I am a married woman. My husband sees this text. He says, are you up? I'm like, what the fuck? Why is he texting me? So I was like, whoa, this dude needs to stop, right? So Dubowski calls me the next day telling me some crap that he talked to Jasmine, and Jasmine told him some bullshit about Dallas, that Dana brought Dallas there for Dallas and Robert to get together, some bullshit like that. And I told him, I said, she's a liar, and you need to stop telling this shit with me, right? He gets mad at me. So that's why Dubowski and I had a fallout, is because he's bringing me bullshit about my kid. That's why. If you can hear the conversation that was recorded, it wasn't recorded by me. Somebody that I had on the phone with me recorded it, and they played it on Dana's live. So he gets mad and plays his recording. So the next week, Dallas got tired of him talking about her, because every day this Negro was dragging us. He went and pulled my credit report. He went and got information on my daughter. He was on my daughter's pages. He was, just sending stuff out. If y'all could go back to his,
Brenda?
Stalker alert. Okay.
Every day, if you look at his live, every day he got my name in.
You don't even say nothing, and he still bring up your name.
I ignore him. I say nothing about this dude. He constantly, every day, he called me a bald head. Yes, I am bald head. I choose to be
proud of it.
I don't like to comb my hair. Shit, that's just me. Call me a bald head, this and this. Dude, call me wherever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. Let me stop. But anyway,
Now, you know, ain't nobody on here's panel here is ever late for dinner.
I'm late for dinner. I'm late for dinner.
So, but anyway, every damn day, this dude constantly, I mean, to me, that's stalkish behavior. Somebody don't bother you, but every day you talking your life about
and
this
then
person.
post up your credit report.
Wacko or stalker? You choose which one it is that you want it to be. You know, I say nothing about him. This is the first time I am on any live talking about this nigga. After this, I'm not going to talk about Cray Cray no more. Okay?
No, you went on Passionate. Remember, you went on Passionate Gangster and said something, but you ain't saying it like you saying it now.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want you to be a liar. You know, they'll run with that and say, that's a lie. She was on Passionate Gangster.
She's my lie. I did say how he was stalking me. But tell me, ladies, what would you do if you lay next to your husband and some fool texts you and asks you, are you up? Tell me, what would you do?
Do I need to tell either one of you what Sidbo would do? He'd probably snatch up on
Believe
my
that.
hands
He would have got blocked.
and be like, motherfucker, pull up.
Exactly. This Negro text my phone talking about, oh, everybody contact me. Fucker, I am a married woman. My husband is not going to be okay with you texting me in the morning saying, oh, you up. Really?
Faces said he can go to jail posting someone's credit report.
Yeah, no. It's
a federal crime.
Okay, why is he pulling my credit report? Tell me why.
Because he wants to know all about you. That's what stalkers do.
Yes, I mean, come on. Yes, okay, y'all. I filed bankruptcy. Yes, I managed my money poorly in the past in my life. Yes, I have. But why are you showing my credit report? Why are you trying to take a picture of my left breast that I sent to somebody else? Okay, let me confess to you guys. Okay, hear this. When I was talking to the ladies of him too, I was talking to Demetrius. We set up a plan for me to start recording my conversation with Demetrius. One of the young ladies taught me how to add the recorder on my phone. So, but I couldn't do it that way because the state of California does not allow you to record from your phone. Do you hear me? So I went and told Demetrius, I said, Demetrius, can I talk to you about your book? And can I record you? Okay. So that's why you hear those recordings of me and Demetrius. So, okay, I figured this is a nasty little pervert. Okay. I'm going to use my womanly essence to get information from this pervert. Okay. So what I started doing, I started being seductive with this pervert. Okay. It was in the daytime. It was never at night because my husband, I would do it when my husband was not around. I would not do it when he's home. Okay. So I took pictures of my leg in the tub because he wanted more, guys. He wanted more. So I started.
Was it a bubble bath?
Voice, huh?
Was it a bubble bath?
It was a bubble bath. It was lots of bubbles. So I didn't show any parts in, you know. So I took a picture of one leg, a thigh. So it was getting him hot. So more information was coming out of him while I was taking.
And then he laid on the floor and ejaculated, right?
He started, I got a picture of him ejaculating, guys, okay? So I trust me, guys, I took one for the team. I really did not want to do this, but to get information. And I'm glad I did do that because if you could recall in December, there was more allegation, more indictment about Aaliyah that was added on there. My conversation with Demetrius, he said in my recording, which I send over to the attorney, he said to me, Robert knew nothing about what was going on. He said to me, he got the person from that place to do the fake ID. He said it, okay? He said Robert knew nothing about it, okay? And I said, okay, I need more information. So what he did, he wanted my private part, but I refused to give him my private part. So I said, okay, everybody gives the rest. So I started looking for a breast on the internet to give him a picture of a breast.
Was
Couldn't
it the
find
left or the right?
Huh?
Was it the left or the right?
The left breast. Okay. So I decided to take a picture of my left breast and I sent it to you. I confess. I sent the nasty pervert a picture of my left breast. Okay.
Was it Perkin or soft?
Sid, shut up. Slap him, April, please.
Thank you. Put him on mute. He's on timeout.
So that's what I did. I took a picture of my left breast and gave it to Demetrius. Okay. When Dana did the live, Demetrius is calling me, guys. He kept calling me. He started threatening me. He wanted to kill me and all this kind of stuff because he didn't think, I don't know why, something must have been in his crazy head that when we talked originally, when I was asking him about his book, he gave me the okay to record it. So I guess he got all caught up with the nasty part of his talk that he forgot that I was recording him all that time. So he gets mad, guys. He gets mad. And he decides to send the picture of my breast to my daughter's Facebook. He gets mad at me because I refused to answer his calls. I would not answer it because I knew why he was calling me. He was calling me to chew me out about recording him. Okay? That's why he got mad. Okay? He sent me his dick pictures, guys. He did. He masturbated. He went into the shower. I did not masturbate with that fool. I did not. Because I knew what my purpose was.
Show me the right.
I knew what my purpose was. My purpose was to get information for Robert. I took one for the team, okay? That's what I did. And that's my confession. But as far as the Dooski, I've never did anything like that with that nasty little cray-cray, okay? I did not do anything like that with the Dooski, I was sending him indictment information. He pissed me off when he started telling me some crap what Jasmine said about Dana bringing my daughter to sell to Robert. That was a lie, okay? That was why I had a problem with Dooski. Okay? That is my only problem with him. He got mad because I cut him off. I told him, don't talk to me no more. Okay? He tried to reverse things around, tell his people on his channel all these different lies, which did not happen that way. There's always two sides to the story. In fact, three sides to the story, okay? I ignore him because whatever Dooski said, I don't care. I don't care. Don't care about the dude, no? I don't go on his channel. I don't care. I don't.
Lowdown said you took one for the team.
She said you took one for the entire league. I did. I took one for the league. It was the nastiest thing, y'all. It was horrible. But y'all did listen to the recording. I had a ton.
Look at Marshall.
I had about a month's worth of recording from this nasty bastard. You know?
And there's recordings that ain't nobody even heard.
Yeah, I had recording nobody heard that the attorney got.
Exactly.
So
let them run with that. And you already know who gave out that recording.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. But the guy was discussing. Then, did y'all hear? Dooski's been playing my 2 recordings. I didn't give Dooski permission to record, to play my recording. But
Aaron, you can't tell
the little stalker got my recording. It's my voice that I'm talking to Demetrius. He plays it all the time. Then he asked me how much my daughter costs. All this bullshit.
Sylvia, let's rewind a little bit.
Okay.
Go into detail about the phone call with your daughter and what happened and what led up, because he's only playing a small portion of that phone conversation.
Okay. What happened is I told Dallas that Dooski is harassing me. That's what I told my daughter. She said, Mom, what is his number? My niece and my nephew was here at the time at the house, okay? I said to her, I gave her his phone number. In fact, I put it in her phone. I dialed it myself. He answers. She says to him about, you talking about my mom and all blah, 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 right? So he's talking, then he put his girlfriend on there. She started yelling at Dallas. Dallas yelling at them. They cursing and she said, Mom, I'm gonna curse him. I said, go ahead on, girl, curse him, because she tried to be respectful to me. I said, go ahead, curse him out. I'll do it. And so she goes and curses him out. Then my niece gets on because he hangs up on her. So they call him back. Then my niece starts talking to him. So he's thinking he's talking to one person. He's talking to two different girls, okay? Two different young ladies, my niece and my daughter. If you can hear the conversation, it's two different people. But he claimed my daughter is crying. My daughter was not crying. That was my niece talking. There's a difference in the voices, okay? They were going off on him because he was being a stalker to me. He kept harassing me, okay? That's what happened. That is the truth. Now I hope he will tell
to see the left one too.
I just want you to get that out the way because I know they were like, your daughter shouldn't be in grown folks' business, but he's the one who's posting your daughter first.
Yep, he was putting her in. He was tagging her. He was
posting his community tab.
He was put on her page. He's not even her friend on Facebook or Instagram. He was going on her page, taking her picture off and stalking my child. Okay? He started it because I did not agree to listen to bull crap that he's telling from a lying girl, Jasmine. Because Jasmine had her own ulterior motive while she was there at Robert's thing. She's not telling the truth, guys. First, I forgot to tell y'all. I had a conversation with Jasmine about the sexual situation with Dana. She says to me, it was on a Saturday. Dana had gone on live. And Dana was talking about him and her smashing. I asked her, I said, Jasmine, did you sleep with Dana? She says, what did he say? I said, did you sleep with him? She says, what did he say? I said, why? She's like, because I want to know what he said. I said, yeah, he said y'all had sex. She says, we did.
Hold on.
She said, we did.
What's up, Vic?
I can't believe he went and told
Let's not talk
everybody.
about that no more. Let's not give Jasmine any kind of clout.
No, I'm just telling you.
We're not giving her no clout over here. It's just letting everybody know she's a liar. Period.
She's definitely a liar.
No, but she said we had sex, and I can't believe he went and told the whole world about him and I having sex.
And that's what led up to her changing her story and saying the things she was saying.
Yeah, that's what she said. We had sex. She never said he pressured me. She said never. And then I said to her, I said, ew, you had sex with Dana? Why? She said, I felt I had nowhere to go. And he let me stay in his Airbnb. That's what she said to me.
Can we move forward and let's talk about Jasmine going to such and such house for 6 days, cleaning the house?
No, we're not talking about that.
I
don't know about that. Sid. I can't tell you anything I don't know about. All I can tell you is what I know, what I experienced.
Speaking her truth, and then people know who she is and the lies that was surrounding her.
Exactly. That's all I can tell you about. I can't tell you about anything else. I can tell you about the lie about me selling my daughter or Dallas going there to meet up with Rob. That was not the case. To be a replacement for Asriel. No. First of all, Dallas don't like old men.
What's wrong with old men?
She just don't like guys her age. Her boyfriend is her age. She like guys her age. That's just, she doesn't have daddy issues. Okay? My husband basically is here. My ex-husband, her dad, she's got a relationship with them. So she doesn't have daddy issues. She's not trying to fulfill something that her dad did not give her. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why she does not like older men. She don't like them at all. Now, as a celebrity giving her a shout out for her business, she's game for that.
Yes, to help her promote her business.
That's it. She has her business, and you can go to her page. She's been doing it. In fact, she has a opening on the 30th. She has a grand opening on her business. She does makeup. She does a whole bunch of kids' makeup throughout the year. They do prom. She do graduation. You go to her website. It's all about makeup. It ain't about screwing some man, a celebrity.
She's a good makeup artist too.
Exactly. She's not into that. She didn't lose her virginity or like that. No, she is focused. She's focused. She has a dream. She wants to become very well, internationally known as a makeup artist. So she builds her craft. And she said if a celebrity could shout her out, somebody like a Robert Sylvester Kelly, boom, she's in there. That's what she said to me. That is her only purpose. She don't believe in laying on her back and make herself known. She believes in working her craft. She goes to school. She's about to graduate next year with her bachelor's degree in communication. She is a go-getter. She'll work 10 jobs like her mama. Do you understand what I'm saying? We believe in hard work. We don't believe in begging a man for anything. We're very independent women. My mother taught me that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for her to latch on to Robert and be in a relationship with Robert to get somewhere, no, that's not my child. Now to latch on to Robert and him shouting her out, hey, a celebrity shouts you out, she's for that. Understand? And I just want the room to know that. That's what my daughter's at. So all the little games that these people playing, the Dooski and the Sharon Winbush and the Demetrius Feldon and all these other little line assholes, and I'm calling them line assholes, and they need to get it together because my child has some morals. She do not believe on laying on her back and getting things done. No, that is not my child at all. I'm on my live. I'm on my live. All right. But my child does not believe in that. She is not going to lay on her back for things to happen. Okay. All right. I am West Indian. You know West Indian in those for? Working 1,000 jobs. That's what we do. Okay. We do not go and sleep around with anybody to make things happen. That's not what I taught her. I taught her to esteem herself highly, to think of herself better than just being somebody's side piece or somebody things just to lay upon and eat shit and stuff like that. No. That's not Dallas, guys. Wrong person. They might think she look like that, but she is not Azriel. Okay? That's not Dallas. Right now, she's out there working. Okay? And she goes to school. So anyone want to put her in that category of her being sold for some man for pleasure, that is not my child. And I would never put my child in a position like that. She was selling her craft and she is an adult. That is her choice to sell herself as a makeup artist. Okay, let's not confuse that because we'll get that corrected. You get what I'm saying? Let's not confuse that. Mm-hmm. She's not here to be. So I was never a parent that brought her. Okay, here, R. Kelly, sleep with my daughter and let her become big. No, that's not Sylvia. Okay. All right.
Let's get one song in.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Take the private chat, y'all.
I'm sorry. Hey, Gucci is somewhere. I don't know where Gucci is.
Anybody got a request in the chat?
I just wanted to give you guys some info. There is a motion from the from the prosecutors asking that Rob's motion for release to be denied. The judge has not replied yet, so that is what is going on. I will probably give you that. I will give that information to your friendly neighborhood news reporter, Dana. That information is going to go to Dana. He will probably go live sometime today with that information, but Sylvia we don't do that over here. We don't. I'm just giving you some updates. So the information that you're getting I'm going to give it to Dana today, okay? Y'all hear it from Dana. He's gonna be the first one to bring it to you live. But they did request for him to be denied, and I am sending that information to Dana right now.
Can we get the credit to the chat, everybody?
Play some music.
Can I get a request from someone?
Just play something.
Play something that everybody won't hear.
Play Happy People, because we happy.
We're happy over here. We're not stuck up any kind of way.
Happy People.
What you said? EANGIEL.com. I think that's her website. BAGL. I think that's it right there. I think I spelled it. No, that is the same way I spelled it before.
That's what we the firm.
Okay. All right, we're gonna finish off the last bit of this conversation we're having with everybody. What are you laughing at, Brenda? Huh?
I'm gonna send it to y'all in the group.
Shit is acting crazy.
She been cracking up for like 30 minutes.
It won't let you click it. Oh, okay. Faces, you might have to type it out and put it in the It won't let you click anymore. I guess not. You have to type it Bell, BELLE, ANGL, ANGIEL, like angel with the IE in it. I'm always eating. That's why I'm a fat girl.
You're not fat. You're curvy.
I'm firm.
There's a difference.
We got one more song. Finish eating.
All right. One more song he's gonna play, y'all. While I eat.
It's not.
All the time. You know that, right?
Yeah.
When we up boxing and back in the house, or did you walk?
That's the thing. You probably need to just
Anybody else got a request?
Any requests in the chat room? Any requests in the chat?
Yeah, you're right. But Georgia girl, they treat him wrong. Oh, I'm sorry, Toy, but this wings are so good. They're honey hot.
Do you know what this is? Because believe it or not,
Brenda.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we starting this diet tomorrow.
I know.
She stop teasing Random.
Everybody's my witness. She said she's starting this diet tomorrow with
Tomorrow
us.
we starting. No.
No, Random. She's supposed to have started last week.
Supposed to be done started.
Yes. By her doing walks today with nothing.
Yes, Sylvia, did you go on a walk today?
Huh?
Yes.
You on a walk?
Yeah, I walked earlier.
Hold on, did you walk outside to the mailbox and then back in the house, or did you walk?
That's the thing. What happened?
She was walking.
And I started.
And she was hot.
I started.
Her and Dolly. She said, I need some water. I'm tired. It's hot.
Sylvia on the phone.
I was cold, man. Look at that. Look at that kid.
All the time. You know that, right?
Yeah.
When we be able live on Messenger, she be like, hey, y'all, look at these pictures I just sent y'all. Look at these pictures. You shouldn't have showed that one. You know that one will be floating around.
What, with me and Oprah?
Yeah. You know what they say. You know, Oprah sitting on a board.
Oh Lord. I hung out with Oprah one day. She came to Atlanta, and I was able to spend the weekend with her.
Nice.
Y'all want to see me? Oh, there goes Sexy Sylvie right here. Woo!
No wonder Demetrius fell out.
Okay, there go my other husband, Hill Harper. Oh, sorry. Hill Harper. Me and my husband, Hill Harper. Oh, you told him about my other husband, right, Brandon? Kristen Keys. Oh, I want to show y'all something. Hold on. I want to show y'all something. Sexy Sylvia. Hold on, I want to show y'all something. You know I gotta reminisce, y'all. Look at this, y'all. Look at this, Sid. Look.
Ooh, look at Sylvia. That was when you was in high school, wasn't it?
There was no damn high school.
Yo, Sid a fool with it.
Look at Sylvia's. Look. You got, I'm gonna show you a real sexy Sylvia.
Y'all didn't listen to that link I just sent y'all, did you?
This phone's about to die if she don't come.
This is me hanging out with Janet Jackson. That's Janet Jackson right here. I used to do Essence. I used to be a volunteer, and I used to do a lot of stuff with Essence. I'll show you this. Okay, you want to see me with hair? Look, y'all, with fake hair. Okay, you want to see me with hair?
Oh, crap.
Woo! I had the weeble, y'all, but weeveable.
It's a blogger that got the same weave.
Weeveable. Look at me, and this is weeveable. Look at that. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Had some fake hair, that one.
Somebody said we have news for Kale.
Huh?
Lowdown said we have news for Kale.
We do? Okay, hold on. Let me go back.
Did y'all see the messenger?
Yeah, but this phone is just about to die out. She's gonna take that. What's going on?
Hi, Brooke.
Hey, Brooke.
What up? Hey, Brooke. Hey, Brooke. What news? I don't see no news other than the what's the name?
Chicago Tribune just tweeted, but you haven't checked the update.
What? What did they tweet? What did they tweet?
You know you behind, so when you ask them what they tweet, it's not gonna come up right away.
No, say with us. What do we?
I'm gonna go to it now.
Shit, what did they tweet? You could read
I have to go to it now. don't see that.
Oh, they talking about that damn mask again? Shit. They talking about that mask. They talking about that mask.
What mask?
I know. And it's old.
Are they looking for it? Know who got it?
Look. You not read it?
Oh, they late in the game.
Huh?
They late.
I'm late.
But I know who got it.
What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna tell you.
We don't even know what you're talking about.
I'll tell you behind the scenes.
I don't even know what you just said.
The mask.
Oh. Jason, she said check him. Let me see.
Oh, what happened?
Jason.
Oh, in. I'm ready to go the fuck in. I'm forgetting that we live.
We're in this.
Nah, that's cool. I'm gonna say this on your live. I'm gonna show something.
Well, that's just one. I told you I'm gonna do a series. Today was part one. I'm gonna drop nuggets every day, gems every day, so people can see exactly what's going on. What y'all seen was me. They actually, sent me a message, and I jumped on that live then, and we was talking about Rob and R. Kelly and all this other stuff. But I'm the bad guy. Me and Brooke are the bad guys. Because we seen through that bullshit, and when they talked about Denise talking about her energy is bad, I couldn't tell that she had bad energy. She just didn't like their bullshit, and she was funding a lot of them until she found out that they were liars and scammers. And then her energy became bad when she stopped dealing with them. So with that, excuse me. So with that being said, I'm about to get up off here because I know I've been on here for almost 3 hours. I'm about to get up off here. So y'all be blessed. And remember, come get that Dana J season. I got some in stock. I'm ready to ship it to you. Check it out. I'll see y'all later on night. Hold up. Stop what you're doing. Come and get some of that Dana J Hood seasoning, man. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out on a Dana J Hood seasoning. You will never touch any other season again once you get that Dana J Hood season. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about that white dirt for all your vegetables and potatoes and anything from the garden, salads and everything. Also, if you want to put it on some fried chicken, that white dirt will be good. They got that Cajun. That Cajun hit different, baby. It take you to the mindset of the New Orleans, baby. That Cajun hit different. Then they have that, oh my goodness, they got that ooh child. Yes, sir. That ooh child. It's a little spicy, but it's the hood heat. So trust me, come and get some of that ooh child. Don't forget that seafood. Yeah, they got that seafood jumping off too. Man, you don't want to miss that. Shoot, it puts you in the mindset of the Chesapeake Bay, right in Baltimore. That's that Dana J seafood. Last but not least, he got this thing called Tropical. I mean, he have every citrus in there. Good God Almighty. Whew. And the good thing about it is all the seasons that I just named is all purpose and you can use it for anything. You can even buy 2 or more flavors and combine them together. Man, I'm telling you, oh my goodness, they got me wanting to go get some of that DanaJay seasoning myself. But check it out. Last but not least, the prices are $6 for the small, $12 for the medium, $18 for the large, and $24 for the bag. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all don't want to miss this. Y'all don't want to miss it. Come and order your DanaJay Hood seasoning right now. Where can you order from? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to tell you. Go to DanaJay Spices at yahoo.com. Go to DanaJay Spices at yahoo.com. All right. Check y'all on the rebound. Can't wait till y'all get it. And remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. That DanaJay Hood season hit different, baby. Come in order.
I don't like to waste time on stupid conversation. There's no profit in that. So if I'm around people that are always complaining with no solutions, then I'm wasting real estate in my brain for what I need to project. And what I project in my brain is what I project in my reality. So that real estate only has to be for evolution, things that are going to help me get where I got to go. You understand? Help me evolve. So if my conversation with you makes me stagnate, we don't have too much conversation either. I don't have no time for no stupid ass conversation.
Swimming in you. Said I wanna take a dip in your pool. Just go look out there. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes a misty rain that gently touches my soul. Feels just like fire shut up in me. Yeah, simply lose control. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops, rain. Follow me. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops, rain.